Following two big stories about the situation along the Texas-Mexico border.
One issue is the traffic congestion crossing the U.S.-Mexico border, and the other is Governor Abbott's new buoys floating in the Rio Grande River. Our Gochi Loca starts our coverage with Governor Abbott's stance on the issue.
Yeah, Gochi, these buoys haven't been in the water for too long. What's the governor's argue for keeping them in there?
Yeah, Dave, Governor Abbott argues that under both the U.S. and Texas constitutions, it gives Texas the right to defend the border. And we also know that the installment of this floating barrier is a part of Governor Abbott's operations and plans really to stop the flow of illegal migrants. So we know this all started with the U.S. Department of Justice writing a letter to the Governor Abbott threatening to file legal action in connection to a 1,000-foot floating barrier positioned in the Rio Grande near Eagle Pass earlier this month. Now, the Department of Justice claims the floating barrier violates federal law and raises serious humanitarian concerns and public safety risks to people and the environment. According to the letter sent, this barrier also might interfere with the federal government's ability to perform certain duties on that body of water. Now, Governor Abbott says his office sent the Biden administration several letters about their right to really defend the border prior to that floating barrier being installed. So Dave, will be watching this. We'll send it back to you.
Yeah, we will be. And Gochi, we understand this isn't the only lawsuit related to those buoys.
Dave, that's right. Texas business owner Jesse Fuentes is also suing, saying that these floating barriers are really hurting his kayaking and canoeing business. He goes on to say in the suit that Abbott doesn't have the authority to install these buoys, and that they also imply that people living in the Operation Lone Star area are dangerous. Abbott also told Fuentes, "We'll see you in court too." So Dave will be following this closely to see how both of these lawsuits play out.
A lot of good information there. Gochi Loca, thank you very much. Turning now from the Rio Grande to land crossings at the border. Today, Senator Ted Cruz and Representative Henry Cuellar will join Texas lawmakers in Laredo to talk about bipartisan efforts to expedite approval of 4 bridge projects along the border. Lawmakers say these bridges will expand trade, create vital jobs for Texans, and improve tourism. But the projects have not gone through all the necessary environmental assessments, and that's creating a stall within the U.S. government. We will have the cameras rolling in Laredo during that discussion. You can find the latest updates on both of these stories on KHOU.com and the KHOU 11 mobile app.
Right now, Florida Governor